Good morning. All right, it is Thursday. I just got back in from, you guys know, Thursday mornings are my feed the horse day at 7 a.m. I'm usually not back home till 8. So I got up a wee bit earlier this morning so that I could be here on time. And I even had 5 minutes to put on put on a little makeup, because that's all it takes is the 5 minutes. Okay, so let's get in here. This will be available for replay. So if you're here live at some point, you'll see the live message at the top. If you're watching replay, you won't see the live, but I'm going to be keeping this in the guide so we can come back to it again. And if you have any friends that need this information, please invite them in, okay? And there'll be the link later for them to, I'll make sure I put the link in this for the worksheet. All right, so if you have the workbook, okay, I did make up a workbook. My printer, I ran out of the regular size paper. I had to go outside to get it, it's too cold. So I put this little workbook together for you guys. All right, so you definitely want to ask me for the link if you don't have it, or get it printed out, okay? But in the meantime, you guys can just get a piece of paper, and there's a little bit about me, like what I'm up to now, you know, because this is called the Healthy Oasis Wealth Lifestyle Group, and we are community. We're not a group, we are a community, and I wanted to share this first thing with you guys on how I've been saving money on my reoccurring fees is what I've called it. And with the reoccurring fees, we have memberships, subscriptions. We might belong to something, a business that has a monthly fee, so a reoccurring fee. So that's why I called it the reoccurring. And with this, we're doing a money. We want to do a monthly fee detox formula. This is my formula that I've done, and this is to help you to keep, to cut out those unnecessary fees and keep more of your cash. So that's what this is all about. So let's dive into this. I've got my little notes here. That's why I keep looking down, because I don't want to miss any of the great information that I put together. I've spent weeks putting this together for you guys, and I finally okay, pull the trigger, just do it. Messy action is better than no action. So here we go. Let me see. I'm going to see if there's any. All right. So with that being said, so we're going to help identify and eliminate recurring charges that no longer serve you. We're going to learn a simple strategy to cut business and personal expenses without sacrificing what you need and what you really want, right? And then help you and create a sustainable plan to redirect those savings towards a financial freedom. That's kind of like the next step. So are you guys ready? Here we go. Let's dive into this. So in the workbook, I have created a checklist sheet that is for you to go look at step 1. This is to find where all your reoccurring fees are and to do an audit on it. And what you want to do is you want to pull 3 months of your bank statements, credit cards, and then highlight every single charge, whether it's $5 or $50, or maybe there's something that's $300, any amount that's reoccurring, that's not, a living necessity, like keeping your water on, keeping your power on, those sorts of things, paying your payment. It's the things that we tack onto our bill. Okay, so we're going to put those in there. So it's like I said, bank statements, credit cards. Check that Amazon subscribe and save part, that you may have some stuff in there that I know for me, I have, there's a specific type of sugar that I love for my tea. Well, I haven't been drinking as much tea because I've been drinking my morning go juice, right? You guys know about this. If you want more clarity, morning clarity, and better brain function, this is what I drink. So I better drink some more because I didn't drink it yet this morning much. So because I'm drinking this and not having my tea every morning, having 1 to 2 cups, my subscribe and save on Amazon for that specific type of sugar I looked in my cupboard. I think I have 3 bags that are unopened, and it was still in my subscribe and save. Like, I don't need it. I either push, there was some other things in there too that I was like, oh, I don't need that. I don't need that other tea, because I still have a ton of tea. So some of the things I took off, and some things I think I bumped them out 6 months, and I'll make a note of it to go back and check my inventory before I go buy. So right there, I'm probably saving $30 right there for each time that those 2 items would have shipped to me. Okay, so you want to check that out. Also, we're going to work on your business expense, your personal expenses, and any other miscellaneous that maybe don't fall into those 2 buckets. Maybe you're helping someone else out. Maybe they don't need it anymore. So just things like that. Okay. Some other ideas for your business, things to look at. Do you have like a graphic platform? Like, do you use Canva or some other company? Canva, there's a paid account, and then there's the free account. Could you get away with just using the free account? Do you need the paid account? That's totally, everyone's own option. So you're just going to go through this list. There's like website hosting, like I mentioned again. Are you with a network marketing or affiliate marketing company? Do they have reoccurring fees? Do they have yearly fees? We're just writing all this stuff down on your worksheet. So I'll show you guys the worksheet in a second. But then the next part of your workbook, flip the page over. You're going to go to the sheet that says stop letting sneaky fees drain your wallet. Okay, there are sneaky fees in there. I found them. That was for sure. Do you want to know how much you're really spending on reoccurring fees each month? I know I did. It was an eye-opener. These small charges add up fast and eat away at our hard-earned cash before you even notice it, okay? So with that, I've got some other parts. We have some fill in the blanks. I want you guys to fill these in, okay? You want to track all of your monthly and annual subscriptions and memberships in one place. So the key fill-ins were subscription, memberships, and one place, ensuring you stay on top of your expenses and avoid unexpected charges. Okay. And I'll give you guys, I had pulled out my credit card, one of my business cards that I don't put anything on. And there was $380 charge on there. There were like 2 $149s. And I'm like, I go back and I look in my emails on my list of where I've been getting better about keeping a list of my business expenses I've been doing, and I can't find them anywhere. So I called, it was with eBay credit card. I called their credit card phone number, and I'm like, I don't know these charges. I did not charge these charges. And they took them off. And then I mentioned it to, on another call, I was with a group of people, and I said who the company was. And they said, oh yeah, their processing company is known for doing that. Like, they did one like on December 23rd or 22nd, something like that. And then they did it again like January 2nd. They did 2 charges of $149 twice. So if I had not been paying attention, I would have just paid it and not realized that I paid for something that I did not even buy. So we got to keep on they're right there. I saved $300. All right. And then the next part, you're going to review, like I was just saying, you're going to review them regularly. You can optimize your spending and identify any unnecessary costs, which my example just showed you. So that's on that part. Hope you got all those filled in. If not, you can go back and watch replay. And then the next step is you want to, step 2 is keep, cut, and optimize. So now I'm going to explain to you guys on my worksheet, which is on the back side of this piece of paper. Okay. On the worksheet that I've created, we're going to have things, when you fill it all out, you're going to find on the reoccurring fee page, okay, over here on the side, on the left side, is a K. So in the middle, you're going to put the name of what you, expense that you have. The next column over to the right, you're going to put how much you're spending every month and or year. Some of our things we pay yearly. Like I have Canva. Canva, you save money on Canva if you pay for the year. So I would put the yearly price here, and then I have next to that a Y and an M. You're gonna mark whether it's a yearly pay or monthly pay, so that you know your expenses, right? And then there's a column for reduce, but we're gonna work on that tomorrow. So, but just today, I want you to fill in tonight, pull all your bills for the last 3 months, fill this in, and then next to that, there's these little circles. You're gonna put whether it's a personal expense or business expense, because business expenses we can write off, but we still have to be good about our money, right? So you're going to fill those in. So with that being said, and then on the left-hand side, we're going to work on this tomorrow, is the K is for keep, C is for cancel, R is for reduce or replace. And then we have our yearly, monthly column and our personal and business, which I had mentioned. So with that being said, I'm just going to kind of go over really quick what I had done up. I didn't have this pretty little sheet that I just gave you guys. I did it in on my back page of my calendar last year. Hey, good morning. Thank you for joining. You have to go back and watch the start again. But I'm just going to show you guys now. I'm on the part where I've made this beautiful sheet for you guys. Good morning, Miss Jen. So glad you're here. That I wrote down all of the different business opportunities I have, because it's great to have multiple streams of income, because you never know what is going to happen with a specific company, whether they change the comp plan, whether they close their doors. There's been a lot of that going on lately. And you know, it's good to diversify, because they do say that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Their businesses, their home, their properties, their money that they do. So that's for another day too, but we need to be diversified, because you don't want everything in one place, right? And we're all entrepreneurs here. So with that being said, I put down everything that the different opportunities I'm in, how much I pay, whether I paid yearly or monthly. And then I went down and I added in different softwares that I was using that I thought would help me with getting more connections with people and those sorts of things. So I wrote those down. I wrote down my, I use a software called Trello to keep track of my, I get them from one of my trainers. So one of my coaches. So she loves Trello, and I've learned to love Trello now too. So you guys are going to learn how I've learned to love Trello. So I'll be sharing more with you guys also. And then what else do I have in here? I have like my Canva. I have SendShare that I was using because for Zaya, for party posting, which now Facebook doesn't allow you to post anymore. So that was something that that's a stop, because I don't need Canva. I mean, not Canva. I don't need SendShare anymore because I can't use it. There's boards. I was using a system called System.io. There was a thing called Novella I was trying out. There's just the, different apps. There might be apps that you're using. There's like Opus Clips. What else do I have? I don't have all my other apps written down on here when I did this. So what I did was I went through and I looked at, say, like SendShare. That's $10 a month. Okay, can I do something else with how I was doing SendShare? Yes. There's a boards app. You can put it in boards. You can share it with that. You could actually put them in a Trello board, and you can have a free account with Trello. And you could put them all in there, so that when you would go to post something, you would have all your posts and all your text set up in there. Yes, does it take me some time to move it from one place to another? Yes. But as I'm doing it, I just went in and just spent, a day, and that was a $10 a month expense I got rid of. I got rid of some businesses opportunities that weren't serving me any longer. They maybe changed how they were doing things, and I just wasn't in line with them. So I stopped and got rid of those fees. So you're just going to go through and do your list. And for tomorrow, we will then work through this, and then I'm going to show you guys how I there's also a page in here on how much did I save on Remy's, what's it called? I'm looking at the word, I can't even say it. PetSmart order. So I just ordered her food, and I'm going to show you guys how I saved quite a bit of money on her food. So that's for tomorrow. If you guys have any quick questions, I will see if drop them in the comments, and I will bring this up on my other computer. Hope you guys are enjoying this. And I am in a training, or I do have a coach. And this was one of the things that, you know, I've been working towards the last year of doing some actual coaching, you guys. So if you know anybody that you feel would be great for this group, please feel free to invite them. And here it goes. Okay, now I'm here. All right. Okay. Please invite them to the group. I'll be taking this and tagging this into guides so we can share this. This information is going to be here. And also there's some other events that are coming up that I want to share about that I'm going to be doing. Let me know if you'd be interested in my 6 weeks healthy money workshop that we're going to go through. I have like 6 other spreadsheets for figuring out our finances, where it's going, putting in our goals, and helping us to keep track. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and just put in healthy money and I will get you that information. And that's it for now. I'm not seeing any comments, which is totally fine. I do enjoy that I have Jen and Patty online with me this morning. So that being said, I actually went through this pretty quick. Yeah. So just please, if you would, make sure you grab the workbook, fill it in, and then tomorrow come with that information and I'll help you guys with more deciding out how to move things around. And then what we'll do, well, maybe I'll share this. In regards to reduce and replace, some things you can look into and see, can you downgrade? So like with Canva, if it's $10 a month and you really don't need the $10 a month because you're not using all of the fancy things that have the little crown on it, I'm just going to use, let's go back to ScentShare. ScentShare, I'm not using it. So in that line item on here, I would put ScentShare. I would put $10, and then over here I'm going to put $0. That now it's not going to cost me anything. Then you may have something like I have taken, there were like 3 different things on here, 3 or 4 different things I was paying individually, that now I have a almost all-in-one platform for how I sent you guys the when you sign up for the workbook and this workshop. There's a platform I have that it helps me to create that automation, which will save time for me and get things out to you guys more in a timely fashion, shall we say. And I still, you know, working. So I got rid of like 3 or 4 different things, and I saved probably about $40 on moving over to this other platform. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know, because there's a bunch of plugins that they have that that you have to pay for if they're on their own, and they have these things already in there. So right there, I was saving like $20 on that. Another thing, I got rid of like another thing that was like $30. So the list keeps going on. So that's the idea that you're going to do for the reduce or replace. You don't necessarily have to completely get rid of what you have, or maybe like my subscription for my Subscribe and Save, I just put that on hold for a while because I don't need that product right now. Or maybe you have you might be in an affiliate or a direct sales company, and there's products that you're not required to purchase every month. Check your stash. Do you really need to buy something every month? Because you could put that money somewhere else, or help pay down some things, or save it for, like myself, I've saved up money to go on for my birthday this year. I'm going to be 60, and my girlfriend Jennifer and I, we are saving to go on a horse drive in Mammoth at the end of September. So that's where my extra money's been going. And so, there's more. Yes, Jen, I know. We're so excited. So that's what this is about. Let's have that healthy relationship with our money. And our first step, which I felt for me was super easy, was to see where these little money funds are going to be. So those of you that are on and are watching the replay, please put in the comments that you're going to join me tomorrow morning. You're going to have your worksheet filled out, and I will share. We'll fill this out again together, and then tomorrow I will share how I saved Remy a ton of money from her food account so she could get extra snacks. All right, that's it for now. See you guys tomorrow morning, Friday, same time, 7:30 Pacific. Talk to you later now. Bye.